What's up guys, Buddy here, and welcome back to the Wasteland. In the last episode, we were talking with Marshall, and I cleaned up a few things in the base, also brought a few things over from our Sierra Madre base, and between episodes I sold a lot of that stuff off, and that's left us, by the way, I've sold basically everything there, as well as I managed to sell 2 gold bars, so that's left us with 48,000 caps, and yep, I managed to buy the anti-material rifle, which, this is the Gunrunner's Arsenal version. Probably cost me about 7,000 caps, and the only difference between it and the anti-material rifle normal version is that you can mod it. So to go with it, I bought custom bolt, suppressor, and custom frame parts, I believe that is. We'll have a look now. But basically, the reason why I wanted to get this thing is it is my favorite non-unique weapon in the game. It's a 50 caliber rifle. It has armor piercing, incendiary, and explosive rounds. I believe that's all you can get for it. And it is simply incredible, I have to admit. It is one of my favorite weapons in the game. This texture project is pretty cool with it too. And I think it looks pretty damn awesome. So, decided to pick one of them up. Because I had 48,000 caps, even more at the time, so there you go, that's why I decided to pick one of them up. Let me just grab a couple of other stuff. I think I want this to come with us. I don't think I really need anything else. If you'd like to actually request weapons for us to use at any point, then just go ahead and request them in the comments, and if I see it in time, I will do it by the end of the series, because I don't mind. I don't usually care what weapons we're using in this game, as long as, oh shit, as long as I have the hollow rifle on me, which I don't right now. As long as I have the hollow rifle on me, we can pretty much deal with anything we really need to. So go ahead and request any weapons you want to see in the series, and I'll go ahead and give it a bash. So let's just move out with the anti-material rifle. Today we're going to be looking at 2 unique weapons, hopefully. One of which we've actually, well, both of which we've been chasing for quite a while, actually. One we learned about back in Prim, if you remember. Actually, you should, because I've just done hopefully if I remember, I've done a previously section where I explain how we know about this weapon. And also, also back in, there's another weapon we've been looking for quite a while, but we didn't know it was a weapon, so we just need to head up here for the first one. So, that way. And, they're weapons that, they're both not fantastic, but they're also not terrible. They're just, not weapons I typically get to use much, because one of them I consider to be early game, and at least I never got it early game, and the other one I don't know too much about the other one. I've never used it that much, because I've never really gotten it. Oh, look, there are people over there. Gonna just avoid that area for a bit. Not gonna go there right now. Got a bunch of other stuff to do first. We were heading towards Jacobstown in the last episode, and we will be getting there next episode, but before we head to Jacobstown, I wanted to wrap up everything we can do here in, I guess what I'd consider to be West Vegas. So, just heading up here towards a certain, it's not even a marked location, it's just a random house. So, we'll look for that, we'll find that weapon. We'll be using a lot of the anti-material rifle in the next couple of episodes, I think, so we won't get a lot of chance to use this weapon. So, I'm just gonna leave that weapon. I will use it eventually. Like I said, I'm trying to show off every unique weapon in the game that we get. I plan on getting all of them except for one. There is one. I plan on getting it. Well, I've never gotten it before. It's something like I don't know the area that it's in that well, so I'm not promising anything. There it is. I thought it was a while away, but it's actually right here. So if we head in here, over here, there's a unique weapon in here. The Wind's Hideout. Hello.
The Grey Khans got massacred again. No survivors this time, though.
Wait, when did you hear that?
What are you doing here, stranger? You looking to start some trouble?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Sammy, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal duo. You better not mess with us or you'll end up face down in a shallow grave.
You sound pretty tough. I wonder why I've never heard of you.
Simple. Up until now, we committed our crimes stealthily, leaving no evidence behind, so we never built a rep. But that's gonna change with our next score. You just wait and see.
What's your plan?
You'll have to ask Pauline about that. She's the brains of our operation. I'm the muscle.
Fair enough. I need to get going.
Bye. This better be good.
Shut up, Sammy. Pauline.
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me, and Vance will plant you in the ground.
I know the two of you stole Vance's gun down in Prim.
Why would I deny it? I was the one that hacked that cowboy robot while Vance kept him busy. Ain't the first thing we stole, won't be the last.
Who are you?
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be.
You sound pretty tough. Wonder why I've never heard of you before.
We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait.
What's your plan?
Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands.
Your plan's gonna get you both killed. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's just mean. And she won't, she's not gonna accept that. She's obviously insane. So, you know, I'll just tell her that that's the greatest plan I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really? You think so? We've only got the one gun and there's two of us. And we've never done anything like this before. We've never been on the strip either, so we don't know how many guards the casinos have. And I kept having these nightmares. What are we thinking? We're gonna get ourselves killed. Look, tell Sammy to give you the gun, alright? Just take it. I don't want it around tempting us to do something stupid.
Well, she cracked easily.
Yeah, bye.
This better be good, stranger.
Pauline says you should give me the gun.
Really? Oh, thank God. I love that woman, but I swear this time she was gonna get us killed. The gun's in the safe. The combination's 5, 23, 34. Take it far away from here before she changes her mind.
Will do. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so this is the safe I assume. Oh god. This is the safe I assume. 9mm rounds, bottle caps, and Vance's 9mm submachine gun. This is a unique 9mm submachine gun, as you may be able to guess. And it's alright. I think the big difference between it and the normal one is it has a drum mag. As you can see there. I will take it outside and show you. As you can see, it's got a drum mag. It's alright. It's not fantastic. I'm not a fan of it massively. There are actually some enemies over there, so... we'll leave those enemies alone. We have one more unique weapon to get before we end the episode off. It might not even end the episode off, who knows. I really should have kept track of the time when I started this episode. Ah well. What you gonna do? If this is a short one, if I feel like it's not gone on long enough, we'll head off to do something else. Okay, we're heading south. You might have, yeah, there it is. You might have caught a glimpse of what that was. Yes, we are heading to the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters. Yes, indeed, we're finally redeeming that reward that we started collecting for ages ago. Thought we had enough, caps for a long time ago, and then finally we do have enough caps for a couple of episodes ago. So, yeah, heading over here to the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters. Actually, this place should take quite a while, because, there's quite a lot to explore over here. So, it's not just about the quest and the reward, there's a lot of stuff in here. And there's also enemies, so we gotta be careful. Not gonna use that for the enemies. That's probably a bad idea as well. So, if you head over here, and in through this bottle entrance here, you can head to the factory floor. I believe there's another entrance. Nope, this is the main one.
It's like looking into him here. A tacky cowboy festoon here.
What, bro? That is weird. Ooh, voice crack already. Okay. Let's have a look in here. Anybody about? There's some Sunset Sarsaparilla in here. Eddie, why are you blaring your music?
Longer than you, pal.
Right, in here, there's the enemies. BAM! Oop, missed that one. Wait, are you... There we go. Sneak attack critical. By the way, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but sneaking in this game actually does... crouching in this game actually does have a effect. If you crouch, especially with a scoped rifle, or a scoped gun of any kind, it just steadies the scope a lot more. And if it's not with a scope, then it just steadies your aim a little better. Well done, Raoul. See, Raoul's got a great sniper rifle of his own, but I think mine is slightly better.
Please step into the open.
Probably not in terms of like actual in-game stats. This is probably not as good, or probably just isn't better. But I do think it's better in terms of style, and I just prefer it. There we go. I think Eddie got that final shot. I do love my anti-material rifle. I always have. Is it my favorite weapon in the game? No, it's not. There are a lot of cool weapons, but it's definitely my favorite non-unique weapon. Because this weapon isn't unique. You can get like tons of them. You can get one for Raoul, one for Boone, and one for yourself if you really wanted to. I'm not going to be doing that, because that costs a bit too much money for what it's worth, especially when there are plenty and plenty and plenty of good unique weapons in the game that you can just pick up and give to your companions. That's why I tend to have a very Final Fantasy Tales of the Tales kind of look on weapons in this game. Is I look at like, oh, this is their first weapon, this is more of an upgraded weapon, and then this is their ultimate weapon kind of thing. There's a star cap in that safe in case you needed another one. Of course, this place is where you come to redeem your star caps. Oh, there's a very hard locked door here. Interesting. That was not very hard at all. And here there is a terminal. Welcome, Mr. Brody. Check automated messages. Go to page 1. Servo. Okay. I don't know if this actually matters at all. Oh, reports an intruder. I'm sure if you read into that and knew what was going on, you could figure something out there. I really can't. Alright. Still trying to get used to these controls. I mean, I am pretty much used to them. I am pretty good with the controls. I mean, I guess you guys can probably judge for yourselves how good I am with the controls, but only time will really get me perfect with them. I'm still pretty clumsy when it comes to anything that's not WASD. Like, if I've got to press any hotkeys or anything like that, I'm still not very good at it. I much prefer having hotkeys on my mouse. Like, I do have a couple, but yeah, I might be getting a Razer Naga in a couple of days, so that could be good for hotkeys on my mouse. Hello, Festus.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wrangle up a stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command now. Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted. Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
Pleased to meet you.
New in town, partner? Well, let old Festus give you the lay of the land. If you're here to redeem your Sunset Sarsaparilla stars, dump them into the slot in the barrel below and I'll count them up. If you don't know what Sunset Sarsaparilla stars are and think old Festus is just shooting his mouth off, say star info. If you're here to challenge old Festus to a game of lucky horseshoes, say I feel lucky. Lastly, if you're here about the health advisory that aired on Channel 6 recently, say silly old advisory.
Okay, so first of all, if you say I feel lucky, he'll take you through a really luck-based game. If you want the full rules, you can say it to him. And there are loads of rewards for it, like caps or star caps or anything like that, but it's really not worth your time, so I wouldn't. If I were you, I'd just go find the star caps. So let's go for silly old advisory.
I'm sorry,
Silly old advisory.
I'm sorry. I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it?
Silly old advisory.
While Sunset Sarsaparilla is perfectly safe, a recent independent study, whose validity is currently being challenged, revealed the following. Excessive ingestion of sarsaparilla can lead to deleterious effects, including, but not limited to, kidney damage, nausea, digital numbness, anxiety, loss of visual acuity, dizziness, occasional nosebleeds, joint inflammation, tooth decay, sore throat, bronchitis, organ rupture, and halitosis. Note that you'd have to drink a heap of Sunset Sarsaparilla to match the quantities used in the study. How much, you ask? A lot. A whole hell of a lot. In fact, you'd have to get full as a tick on Sunset Sarsaparilla to even come close. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, partner, and keep drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Okay. Alright.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wrangle up a stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus...
Okay, we already heard this one. Star info.
Oh, new to the hunt, are ya? Well, listen carefully, as old Festus don't like to repeat himself. Select Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles will have special caps with blue stars on them. These caps are known as Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Why are these stars there, and what do they mean? Nobody knows, except maybe old Festus. Rustle up enough of them and you can win a prize. So get out there and start drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Okay.
Howdy,
Oh
partner.
god. Hey, that's cool. So, one thing I should mention is there's actually a quest related to this, which if you talk to Festus before you start collecting them, you will get this quest. And it is Legend of the Star, which is return to Festus with enough caps to win a prize. So, we have enough.
Howdy, partner.
The number that you need, I think, is 50. So deposit your Sunset Sarsaparilla stars into the slot.
Woohoo! You
Yep.
said it, partner. Bullet for you. Old Festus knew you could do it. I suppose you'll be wanting that prize now. Well then, hold on to your hat, 'cause it's a doozy. Not many people have heard the true story behind Sunset Sarsaparilla. Well, it's a right honor. And now, without further ado, your prize, the Legend of the Star. Long ago, people didn't have a heap of choices when it came to soft drinks. It was either water or Nuka-Cola. Now, the threat of legal action forces me to say that Nuka-Cola is a swell beverage, but sometimes people just wanted something different, you know? So one day, a man, a saloon owner in a small town, decided to make a new type of soft drink and asked his patrons what flavor they'd like it to be. After getting no help from them, a stranger at the end of the bar suggested the man make a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. The stranger said he would happily share his family's recipe for the drink on one condition. The condition being that the stranger would be allowed to sample a bottle whenever he liked to ensure the recipe was being followed to the letter. The man happily agreed, thinking the drink would make him rich, and the stranger promised to meet him by sundown the next day. The next morning, the sheriff stopped by and reported that the stranger's body was found on the side of the town road. He'd been killed by bandits. The man, cursing his luck, closed the saloon early that day, just as the sun began to set. But after he'd locked the doors, he turned around to find an unfamiliar bottle on the bar with a note beneath it. The note was sealed with blue wax in the shape of a star. Opening it, the man found it contained a recipe for a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. Sampling the bottle's contents and finding it singularly delicious, the man gave silent thanks to his mysterious benefactor, wherever he was. Being an honorable man, the saloon owner paid for the stranger's funeral, thinking it was the least he could do to repay him. The saloon owner went on to become rich selling the new drink, and to this day, some bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla have a blue star under their caps. Some say the saloon owner ordered it done in honor of the stranger. Others say it's the stranger sampling the bottles like he promised. And that's the legend of the star. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you continue enjoying Sunset Sarsaparilla.
What? Is this some kind of joke? No, wait a second, I'll say this. What the hell? Where's the real prize?
The Sunset Sarsaparilla Company has received a number of complaints regarding the prize awarded for handing in Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Therefore, we have seen fit to provide another prize that we feel will placate the most discriminating customer. Just head through the double doors and follow the hallway to your left to the very end. An attendant will be there to present your prize directly. We at the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company would, once again, like to thank you for your patronage.
I actually think that's a pretty awesome prize. To be perfectly honest, that's an awesome story. I really like that one. So I don't understand what people are fussing about. Quite frankly, that's an awesome prize. But we do have I'd say probably. Nah, I don't even think it's a better one. It's just a awesome prize in its own right. So we need to head to the left. You said. So, well, I always had trouble with this one. What was the quest? A valuable lesson. Collect your prize. Okay. Is it through here? Oh, that's a bit silly. I knew there was a second entrance here somewhere. Alright. This, by the way, so many bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla. I wish I had an actual number for you, but I don't. I'm not that. I guess you can gauge my level of dedication to this game. That I don't know how many bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla are in this building, but I think you might be able to tell through the Let's Play so far that I am pretty dedicated. I'm not dedicated enough to know that though, which is unfortunate. That would be cool. Maybe I should do that. I'm gonna be doing that from now on. I think now that I think about it, is researching numbers like that to tell you guys during videos. I do a lot of research beforehand. A lot of test playthroughs, a lot of looking up stuff, lots of stuff like that. But one of the things I don't do enough of is look up trivia. I do some of it. I do look up a little bit of trivia every now and then to tell you guys. Like I remember last episode I told you guys about the origins of the YCS rifle. I remember telling you guys about the SA forums origins of it, but unfortunately that's a very limited example. Ugh. It was a mistake to let my cat sit under the table for this episode, because I think he's itching himself and scratching the table, and that's probably coming through. Right, I always have trouble navigating this place, and today is no exception. Is it just down here? I think it might be. It might be. Yeah, I believe it is. There we go. This is the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters vault, I believe. And in here there are quite a few bottle caps. A reasonable amount. There's also these Sunset Sarsaparilla deputy badges, which are unique items. Well, not unique, obviously, but there's a... This is the only place in the game you'll find them. And down here you have Alan Marks, remember him? He's the guy who was revered for killing lots of people in search of those Sunset Sarsaparilla caps. I think I've actually got over 50,000 caps now. I'd like to think so. Have I? Not quite yet. I'm 100 bottle caps away from that. But on Alan Marks you will find energy cells, some leather armor, which I won't take, and here is unique weapon, Pew Pew, a unique laser rifle, laser pistol. And here's also a holotape called holotape. That is the end of the quest. Quest completed, a valuable lesson. There is a way out of here. I just can't remember what it is. I think it's just jumping. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to the holotape, shall we? And then we'll have a look at Pew Pew while we're doing it.
I guess this is it. Not much air left now. Minutes, maybe. This is what I have to show for it. I guess the joke's on me. Probably shouldn't have killed all those people. Probably should have stayed at home and taken care of my mom. She always used to say people who murder and steal die bad in the end. Said they...
So I guess Alan Marks searched the... I don't know what... To be honest with you, I'm not too clued up on this story. Because again, I've said before that this quest is one of those quests that I never finished. I've done it once. But that's literally it. I've done it once. And I still don't remember the whole story on it. And that's unfortunate because... Oh, by the way, Pew Pew fires 5 energy cells. And it fires 2 bursts at once. So its energy efficiency is not very good. So, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know quite what happened there. I know obviously he got trapped in the vault. Whether it was an accident or whether it was on purpose by Sunset Sarsaparilla, which I doubt, but there's probably some sort of truth in there somewhere. I don't know it. Sunset Sarsaparilla is one of those companies where I don't actually know what's going on. But let's read this and see if we know. To Marjorie Walker, Truckers Union Rep. Subject: bad news. Body: I'll apologize up front if there are any mistakes in this message. I'm trying out a new dictation headset. Margie, the boss man just ordered some kind of newfangled robot that's supposed to take over some of your deliveries. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but you should hear about it soon. I'll write again when I know more. Do not pass this along. To Margie, subject: worse news. We've got trouble. That hush-hush experimental robot I told you about the other day? Well, the damn thing is single-handedly running all of our distribution in the Vegas area now. Your boy's on temporary leave. It's permanent. Damn. The president wants to see me in his office. I'll finish this later. So I guess the Sunset Sarsaparilla company was getting taken over by robots. Again, like I said, I'm not... It's one of those things where this is one of the subjects I just don't know that much about, and I wish I did, because I love this game, I love a lot of its lore, and I know that it's probably there somewhere. In fact, I'm sure it is. But I never got to the bottom of it, and... Oh, I didn't mod my anti-material rifle. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. But I'm sure we can learn a lot more about it, if you would like to, online. Anyway, the anti-material rifle, if you'd like to mod it. The custom fit parts, or custom frame parts, don't know what they're called, decreases its weight by 7. The suppressor reduces noise, and the custom bolt increases the rate of fire. So let's have a look how that looks in the end. Ooh, shiny. I think that just turns it back to its original texture, not under the weaponry texture project. Anyway, yeah, there's the custom bolt. There it is there. And, you can obviously tell the difference with the suppressor on it. There you go, it's a lot faster, and it does make it slightly quieter, but not by much. If we just switch to normal ammo. As you can see. Right, this is a suppressor, not a silencer, which means that it doesn't completely silence the weapon. In order for it to be silent, it has to be from a long distance away. You can't just fire something right next to someone and expect it to be silent. Alright, that's about it for this episode. We've got 2 unique weapons. I thought this was going to be short. And in the next episode, we're going to head out to Jacobstown finally, where we said we were going to last episode. So we're going to head to Jacobstown and do a quest or 2 there. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.